Well, hello, good evening, my people of Dominica. If it is Friday, as it is today, it is the top 10 and it is wine. People, I am going to have such a wonderful weekend as I had a wonderful week. Man, there is so much stuff out there. So much stuff out there. I do not know what to do with all the stuff that's out there. My God in heaven. So tonight, it is the top 10 people. But there's so much stuff out there. So I'm going to change the style a little bit. As I told you guys, I'm a kind of a go with the flow person. I can be spontaneous, on things like that. But on serious things, when I have a real serious plan, that means, that is work related or goal related or stuff like that. I'm not impulsive and spontaneous, but for something like that, there's room for spontaneity. So tonight, people, I have four stories that I picked out of DNO. I mean, they're so delicious, so juicy. I don't know which one to take first. Okay, so I will just take the first one. The first one, where Skerrit was in Salisbury and he had a talk with the villagers of Salisbury. So listen to what Skerrit told to the Salisbury people. Salisbury, that is Spag's territory. Listen to what Skerrit told the people of Salisbury. No. But before I go into that, man, this morning I was having my little breakfast with Matt, and I listened to a replay of Skerrit in wherever he was with Ambrose George when he grabbed the mic from Ambrose and came and, like some mad, raging fox, tiger, lion, whatever. Oh my God, I'm really beginning to worry about Skerrit's mental health, people. This guy is losing it. And as I always say, for good reason. I see he has brought out some guns. He has Donald Peters in the spotlight. He has Lennox Honeychurch talking. It ain't going to change anything, people. Your cult leader is going. So this is what Skerrit told the people of Salisbury. He told them to pick the best man for parliament and refrain from leaving the future to the future of the country to luck and chance. What does Skerrit mean by that? What Skerrit really believes that he and Labour Party are the only people who have what it takes to run Dominica. People, last night I spoke to you about the characteristics of a dictator and a cult leader. I want you to please pay attention. Pay attention to what Skerrit is saying and tie it into the characteristics of a cult leader and a dictator. Okay, he said the DLP is going to win the election even if all the facts, suggest otherwise. Delusions of grandeur. So let there be no doubt about Labour Party winning on December 8th, and we are going to win in a massive way. They're going to get all the 21 seats plus 122. Even where there's no constituency, Skerrit is going to get a seat for that constituency. So the decision is yours. Whether you wish to have a parliament representative in government or whether you want to have a parliamentary representative in opposition. People, listen to the wordplay. the psychological warfare, which Skerrit is. I'll give him that again. He's a master of that game. He described the DLP's Nicolas Shanks Esprit as the best man for his job. That's his man. So forget about Sparks. Sparks, who is so rooted so firmly in Salisbury that nothing cannot shake Sparks in Salisbury. I am saying to the people of Salisbury, don't let that nonsense that Shanks is a good man, but you are UWP, he said. Do not tell me tonight that you know Lennox Linton is an embarrassment as Prime Minister and candidate, and you have to vote for his party. If you know Nicolas Shanks Esprit is the best of the two candidates going up in Salisbury, you know tonight the DLP is the better party to run the country. Stop gambling with the future of the country and vote DLP. He's projection. You remember I told you guys about psychological projection? Skerrit is projecting. Let me assure you, the farmers of Salisbury, that me, as your parliamentary representative, I will assure that your feeder road is repaired. I suppose that's Shanks that said that. He is establishing a village council for Salisbury. Salisbury doesn't have a village council? Really? Really? Marilyn, Pascal, Salisbury doesn't have a village council? There is another issue that no past candidate has addressed, and I have no fear in addressing it. I think Salisbury people deserve a village council, so I want you to work with me so that we establish a local government in Salisbury. That is one of, they think there's still room for them to establish something like they have in all the village councils where they have Skerrit's operatives planted and undermining the real village councils. He's also promising to upgrade the playing field and reserve the main role in the community. Esprit informed that he's already spoken to the Prime Minister on that matter and he's going to give his assurance in principle, as though they know anything about principle, that as soon as the old rotten pipes are removed from soil, the road will be surfaced. Okay. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Donald Peters now. Donald Peters, who is the president or whatever you want to call his position at the state college. People, I'm telling you, I think something really, really fishy is going on at the state college. The most ridiculous comments you can find from people commenting online is from attendees or graduates of the Dominica State College. Anytime I see some ridiculous, ignoramus comments, I go and check the person's profile, and voila, Dominica State College. And my word for them is the common denominator, Dominica State College. And I say, I wonder what the hell is going on in this place to produce, what I'm saying, their comments. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. How can somebody who went to college have these kinds of ideas, these kinds of, they don't know how to think freely, they don't know anything about that. Their syntax, their grammar, their this, their that is just pure garbage that's coming out from the state college. From the state college that Donald Peters is the president. So Donald, you need to step up your game on the state college and make sure when your graduates come from the state college, at least they can think critically and independently. This is what people go to college for. Basic, number one. This is what people go to college for. Okay. So Peters told DNO that he cancelled a debate where Dominica State, I see why they are like that though. Because if you have Peters cancelling a debate where students are supposed to come and exercise their academic independence, their free thought, and talk about, in the marketplace of ideas, put their ideas on the table. And Peters is telling them that they cannot do it because it's political, in a political season. Peters, you disappoint me so much. You disappoint me so much, man. But yet, Donald Peters is offering the State College to scare it and the Labour Party to launch their manifesto. People, I mean, come on, people, how can you tolerate those kind of things? How can you take that? What did the students do, man? Man, I would be causing so much racket with these people if I was in Dominica. I'm glad I'm not in Dominica. I couldn't survive a day in Dominica with these kind of people that's in Dominica there. So, and since the government of Dominica has called general election, he said we shouldn't be adding or misusing any, what's that, minusing on any one party. Sources close to the matter told DNO that the debate, which was conceptualized in September by the Schools Debate Society, not any political operative or political party, by the Schools Debate Society, had the objective of encouraging civilized political discourse among students. Shame on you, Donald Donald, whatever is your name there, Peters. Shame on you. Shame on you, Donald. The students were expected to debate on the topic, which political party is best poised to secure Dominica's future. Well, he doesn't want them to debate that because, these people are so paranoid and fearful, because all of them have some axes to grind in that political machinery, and all of them looking for their jobs and their interests. They want the corrupt Roosevelt-Skerritt administration to stay in power by all means, because he is their gravy boat. He is their gravy boat. Skerritt, they have sold everything, their integrity, their credibility, their minds, their souls to Skerritt, so they have to keep him in power, and they will do anything and everything, no matter how unethical, immoral, and even illegal, to keep their cult leader and gravy boat Skerritt in power. All logistics of the event had been approved by the administration, the sources stated. Final preparations were being made this week, which included meeting of both parties, which are representative of Dominica Labour Party and the United Workers' Party. I suppose the Labour Party told Donald, no, we can't have this. We can't have these kids debating that. This is not going to fall in our favor, so please kill it. And he did. And Donald did. Donald, again, I say, shame on you. Shame on you. Number 3, people. Number 3. So, the Christian Council today had, something about some code of ethics agreement that they wanted the political parties to sign, and Vince Henderson was there. Hi, Vince. Vince Henderson was there speaking. I looked at Vince. He couldn't look at the camera directly in the eye because Vince knows why. Vince knows why. Because Vince knows that when it comes to ethics and fairness and anything to do with political elections in Dominica, Vince, you are not the man to be representing this idea. You are not the man, Vince, and you know better than I do why you are not the man to be representing this idea. Shame on you. You people really must be taking Dominica for a colony of fools. But your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. Dominicans are waking up, as I hoped that they would have done for 12 years. For 12 years, I have been saying, wake up, Dominicans, wake up. Do not be a colony of fools of these people. And they are finally waking up. Thank you so much, Dominicans, for waking up. And I don't even want to go into this because this is all illusions. This is all more deceit. This is more trickery. This is another con game. This is just, if these people were really serious about fear and civil and whatever election, they would have spoken to they would have come out to talk to the Electoral Commission. They would have spoken to Skerrit about not bringing the illegal voters that they left, paying hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s to come and unlevel the playing field. You people are not serious. You people are all con artists, and I don't want to hear anything from all of you. Nothing. Okay. The manifesto controversy. Well, this one was the one that really, really had me laughing until I was literally, tears were if you had seen me on Matt in the Morning, you would see me, with some tissues. I was really laughing, and tears until tears were coming out from my eyes on this one. Oh my God. So Skerrit, he accused the United Workers' Party, Lennox Linton, of not having been able to present a manifesto. Yet another. Skerrit. I'm beginning to pity Skerrit. Honestly, I want Skerrit to be punished for what he has done to Dominica. I want Skerrit to pay his price, but I start to feel sorry for the man. The man is losing it. He's losing it. I mean, I listened to the man, and that was the demeanor, the voice, the rage, everything of a raging lunatic. Somebody please, Melissa, take care of your husband. Pull him aside, talk to him, call Dr. Sharma, call who you ever have to give your husband a psychological evaluation, because I think Melissa, he's losing it. Do you love him, Melissa? Do you really love your husband, Skerrit? If you do, pull him aside and say, honey, I think it is time that I take you to see Dr. Sharma. Or even if you don't want to see Dr. Sharma in Dominica, so you're afraid anybody else might know, let's take a quick flight to Cuba or America or any of the countries that you have all your connections and everything. Let's go do a little psychological mental evaluation, because I think, honey, you're losing it. So Skerrit said, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. I don't gossip. Skerrit said he doesn't gossip. Skerrit doesn't gossip. The team fool. He doesn't gossip. He doesn't, he's not in the gutter. He doesn't gossip. Projecting, people projecting. Remember psychological projection, Skerrit projecting. The team Fu was under serious pressure from its supporters, saying to them that Skerrit showed his manifesto last night. Where is UWP manifesto? The UWP just posted on their Facebook page that they will have no manifesto for this election. But Linton has shot back, describing Skerrit as total absolute lie, which of course it is. Skerrit is a liar. The man is a pathological liar. And I think the people around Skerrit, are really, they probably have a conspiracy a conspiracy to bring Skerrit down, because you cannot feed the man with untruths like that to send him out and make a damn fool of himself and prove again and again and again how much of a liar that he is. It is a concoction photoshopped by the IT warfare, which we have some good guys on our team when it comes to IT. Skerrit is paying Charlie John 96,000, 86,000, whatever thousand he paid him to do his dirty work. But our boys are good. Boys, you're good. So what Lennox Linton said, Lennox Linton, you got it, bro. You got it. Don't even worry about these people. Right now, I have a little page there. It's 365 reasons why you should not vote for Labour Party, and my God in heaven. By the way, thank you so very much for the 200 likes that I have received in the past week or so. and all the comments and all the shares, the shares, the shares, the shares. Keep on sharing, keep on sharing, keep on sharing, please. And a special thank you again to the people. Although, I think if somebody has something to say, they shouldn't be afraid of saying it publicly. But I understand where you're coming from. You cannot even like my little videos publicly, and you cannot comment on it publicly. So you have to send me an inbox and tell me how much you like it, how much I should keep on doing it, because I'm speaking for you and you really want change in Dominica. So I understand you and I thank you. I think every bit of feedback I get is important, because I know that it's reaching people and people are really thinking about what I'm saying. But it's getting the other side, oh, raging mad. Imagine this morning, one of them came on my page and said that all I do is come with my different hairstyles and my different outfits and stay wherever I am in America and talk. But I left my two children. Well, they didn't say two, but they said that I left my children in Dominica with no food and no money and no clothes and no nothing, and my mother had to take care of them for me. Oh my God, this one was fun. I laughed so much. These people, they just make me laugh. Okay. Alright, so Linton made that clear that it was Photoshop and it was a blasted lie. I mean, habitual of Skerrit and his team with their propaganda and their deceit and their illusions and their lies and their frauds, and because that is who they are. This is who they are, people. This is who they are. Okay. So Linton said that we accept that on December 8th we are going to vote. Oh, I'm so sorry I can't vote. I mean, even as much as I wanted to, I would have to live in Dominica for 6 months prior to the date and blah blah blah. So, just let's forget about my vote. But I hope I get a couple for you guys with all the efforts that I'm putting in. We are moving ahead in the campaign of the election on December 8th. What is Mr. Skerrit so upset about our manifesto? Concentrate on your pretty manifesto, Skerrit. I saw your manifesto today, and I'll give you that. You guys are good. You guys are good when it comes to, window dressing and illusions and superficial stuff that do not mean anything. You guys got it. You guys got the superficial stuff going. You got it going. Is that he is not pleased about? Is it that he's not satisfied with the contents of his manifesto? Talking about contents, contents. This is what people should be interested in. Contents, substance. That he could leave it alone, he could set aside it and prioritize our manifesto, which is coming. And he's trying to tell the public that it is not coming. He's attracting more attention to the UWP. I think so too. I really, really, really think so too. So, Skerrit, in his speech, described Lennox Linton as a political fraud, as a cursed man. He said Lennox was a cursed man. People, connect. The characteristics of the dictator and the psychopath and the cult leader that I spoke to you about, connect it. Listen to Skerrit very, very well. Connect, make the connections. That is what I have been telling you for so many years, that Linton is a fraud, a political fraud, and there's no way you can elect Linton as Prime Minister of Dominica. In 1957 and 61, Labour had a manifesto, and you're telling me in the second decade of the 21st century, with all the brains that the CUW have, you cannot put a manifesto together? Skerrit, who put your manifesto together? Did you have anything at all to do with it? I doubt it very, very, very much. With your hundreds of advisors and all your people you have, like Charlie John doing your dirty, nasty work for you, Skerrit, I doubt that you had any input at all in that manifesto that came out there, Skerrit. But Lennox said Scarlett is in the launch of the UWP's of DLP's manifesto to personally attack him, which is what Scarlett is all about. That is what he's all about. Scarlett doesn't have anything of substance. Why do you think Scarlett has all his people outside on the internet and everywhere doing the things that they do? It's because they learn it from their leaders. If the head is rotten, the whole body right down to the tail will be rotten. Scarlett and Labour Party are a rotten set of people, and they are spreading the rot throughout every aspect of the Dominican society. And it's, I mean, it is so disgraceful to see that Scarlett has the people in Dominica who supposed to know better, who are supposed to know better in his cult as part of his cult followers. So people of Dominica, I have so many things to say. I have so many things to say. But as the weekend goes along, you know I'm going to say it. I'm going to find some time and I'm going to find a format for me to tell you the rest of what I have to say. So have a good night, people. Have a good night.